Hello everybody, welcome back to the CES Arcade. It is I, Scorpio Caesar, once again with another episode of Rebuilding the Game Wall, my recent video games pickup series. Today we're going to be focused mainly on PlayStation 4 pickups because I have quite a few titles here that I want to just get out there and talk about real fast. But anyways, yeah, PlayStation 4. So if you're a fan of that console like I am, here we go. Anyways, you know it's time to
get ready.
All of these I got from claim sales, and I completely forget who I got these from, but their names will be popping up down below alongside the price that I paid for them. So you don't have to worry about that, God, my fellow claim sellers. I got you, don't worry. So first off, The Last of Us Remastered. Now when I got my PlayStation 4 originally, it came with 2 downloadable codes for 2 games. One of them was The Last of Us Remastered. I believe there was a choice. I was able to choose which game I wanted with it. I chose The Last of Us Remastered because I never played it originally on the PlayStation 3. However, when I picked it up on the PlayStation 4 and played it through there, I actually enjoyed what I played. Not enough to finish it. I think it's the ADHD thing. I got distracted by another game and I decided to play something else completely. Whether I plan on playing the sequel, probably not. Or the first game's remake, which was completely unnecessary. I definitely won't play that. And we finally have Infamous Second Son once again. Originally owned this on the PlayStation 4, but traded it in at some point. And yeah, I have it once again. Yeah, look at that. Holographic cover and all. Remember what I said, I have a video planned on holographic covers. Well, I can add this one to that video because this one's gorgeous. Look at that. Now, for the actual story, I didn't really get too far into it when I originally played it. So I kind of have to go back and probably restart just to see where I left off, but we'll see. Not a bad game, it's actually really good looking, but I do think the first game in the series was probably the best, but I'm biased. So, next up, couldn't resist when I saw this one. It was so cheap. Ratchet and Clank. This is the PlayStation 4 remake that was released to coincide with the movie's release. And I heard a lot of bad things about the movie. I mean, is it really that bad though? How bad could it be? I should probably check it out before I pass judgment, right? From what I played from the remake, it's beautiful, simply gorgeous, and there's a lot of good things about the remake that people tend to pass on because, well, it was released alongside the movie that not many people liked. So anyways, I'm getting all the Ratchet and Clank games, right? Might as well pick up the PlayStation 4 remake. And for such a great price too. I mean, this game is gorgeous and I'm glad to have it physically in my collection. Next up we have Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Played this originally back on the PlayStation 3, but I never finished it on that. Then they ended up releasing it for the Xbox One and PS4. And since I didn't have a PS4 at the time, I picked it up on the Xbox One. Difference is that the Xbox One version ran at 30 frames per second while this one ran at 60. That was on me because I only had an Xbox One at the time. But since I saw this for such an affordable price, I had to pick it up again. So that way when I ever plan to replay through this one, I could play it in 60 frames per second. Which, you know, the difference really isn't that big of a deal to me, but it's something, right? On that note, we also picked up the third game in the reboot trilogy, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I never actually played this one because I picked up Rise of the Tomb Raider around the time it came out, and I never finished it. I didn't even get that far in this Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I probably should do if I plan to ever getting to this one, but since this one was at such a great price, I couldn't resist, so that's why I picked it up on the PS4. Because why not, right? If it's at a great price, get it for the PS4 too. Next up, we have a game that I probably should have played back when it originally came out, and for some odd reason I didn't. Horizon Zero Dawn. This is the complete edition, which was the one I was really planning on getting. I've never actually touched the Horizon series. However, it's a series that's always intrigued me because, well, it's got a female protagonist, which I'm always down with the boogie, and it also has mechanical looking dinosaurs. Like, the wildlife in this game is simply weird. They're all like cybernetic and everything. Like, that's just cool. And since I love dinosaurs and lizards and just seeing cybernetic versions of them walking around the place, the game always caught my eye. I just never got around to getting it. Glad I finally do have it now, because, you know, by the time I finish this one, the sequel will be like $10 at GameStop. And last but not least, we have a couple of games here from Keisha Boy Games. Wow, what a deal on these two. I couldn't resist, and since they're never going to come out physically on the Nintendo Switch, I've made peace with the fact. I decided to pick them up on the PS4. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 Remix, and Kingdom Hearts 3. When I saw these for the price that I did, I was like, you know what? I always poke a lot of fun at the Kingdom Hearts series for having a ridiculously convoluted story. That being said, it's still Disney characters with Square Enix mixed together, and that just tickles a certain funny bone inside me that I you know, kind of guilty pleasure, alright? I just had to own them. And since this is the most complete version of the Kingdom Hearts series, part 1 and 2, plus more, I decided to pick them up. Now, I forgot that there's like a, what was it, a 1.8 or 11.8 game that was released that has like a side game with Aqua in it. And since Aqua is my favorite Kingdom Hearts character, I definitely got to get that on the PS4 at some point. However, I'll get it eventually. I'm just glad I actually own most, if not all, of the Kingdom Hearts games on the PS4. And that's great. Even though some people say Kingdom Hearts 3 was really disappointing, I personally don't care about those opinions until I forge one of my own. So anyways, that's it for today's episode of Rebuilding the Game Wall. What did you think of today's episode? Did I get some bangers here for a great deal, or did I spend way too much than I should have? Let me know in the comment section below, because remember, a like and a subscribe is always nice, but nothing beats some engagement with the audience in the comment section below. Anyways, everybody, thanks for tuning into the CES Arcade once again. I look forward to seeing you all very soon on this channel. Take care and farewell.